There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bachata coming from Reno, Nevada. I have special guest today, the team of Angel and Jessica, and they are from Los Angeles area, specifically Long Beach, maybe. Yeah, is that right?
Hmm.
Okay. How are you guys?
We're doing great. How's everything with you, Rod?
Not too bad. I think we're slowly getting back to the normalcy for our dance industry, as you know. And well, we have three festivals that we're organizing this year, and we're making sure that uh, it's a little different than the usual, and that is they are located. San Francisco is located in downtown. Las Vegas is located in the middle of the strip, and then of course Hawaii is located at the central strip of Waikiki Beach. So
Ooh,
that's what we're
interesting.
having, and I know that both of you guys are confirmed, at least for Las Vegas, which I'm excited about. Ladies and gentlemen, uh, Angel and Jess are one of the few sensual stylists in the United States that are making a name for themselves. And of course, it's obvious because of the techniques, the flawless techniques delivered or applied during social dancing or even demo, or even the way it is taught during workshops at the festival, which is very important because, yes, sensual has arrived in the United States maybe many years ago already, except that not too many people know how to dance it. They try, but people get hurt and all of that good stuff. But uh, Angel, before you introduce Jessica to me, how you guys met and everything, what I want to know is why sensual? What made you do sensual? Because I know LA style pretty much has always been LA style. It's all pretty much fused with Moderna, as you know. So why sensual style?
Well, I started training in bachata about 12 years ago. I tried with all of the amazing talents that we have in LA, different directors, different instructors, and there was something that always called my attention. My one of my first mentors was Jorge Contreras
Yes, of course.
from
Yeah.
the Que Rico Dance Company. Amazing guy. I always look up to him because he created his own style. He was a
Yeah.
very hardworking person, very loving, very social, and very supportive instructor. And then he also traveled internationally
Yeah, I
to teach
traveled
a
with him to the
different.
Dominican Republic, actually.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. He's an amazing dancer, and thanks to that example that I had from him, I decided to explore other fusions outside LA. I started seeing other artists coming from Europe with a different style. And at the time, it was known as sensual bachata, and everybody will call it sensual bachata this, sensual bachata that. So I started hearing a lot more of that. And I got really curious because I saw all these videos on Instagram and YouTube and all everywhere about Corky and Judith and Daniel and Desiree and then Marco and Sarah and etc. So then I realized that although the understanding as a I would say dancer in general of the style, they all three had different styles, but they were all called sensual bachata. Yeah,
Yes, of
so
course.
then that totally called my attention because I noticed on all three different artists, I noticed three different styles. So then I got a little bit more curious. That's when I started taking my training a little bit more serious in terms of learning more of the style. So then I learned that there's two styles. One is called sensual bachata, and one is bachata sensual. So the sensual bachata
Are we
style
talking
that
about
I
Christian Sola now? Come on. All right, go ahead.
yes I started learning a little bit more about that. Definitely the European creators of the style bachata sensual are very specific with not calling their style sensual bachata, and that's because they're making sure that the styles are different. So
Yeah,
bachata sensual, the European style, has a lot of body dissociation movements, and it has nothing to do with souk, as a lot of people
yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah.
You know, Corky never intended to do fusion of souk and bachata moderna and call
Right.
it bachata sensual. So
Right.
he used different techniques throughout the years, and then not on until Judith Cordero showed up. She's a highly trained dancer. She makes sure that she took care of the follows part, the creation of new patterns, and heavy techniques for social dancing. So then I became very passionate about the social dancing because majority of my journey as a student, I learned that most of the instructors that I had don't really social dance. So that was a red flag to me. I'm like, how is that you teach something that you're not executing and you're not practicing constantly?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So that just called my attention. And then I find that very interesting. So I took it personal into becoming the best social dancer in my own scene in LA. So I consider the best social dancer someone that can lead and follow and adjust through their levels, right? So
Yeah.
not starting as we tell our students, not starting right here with all the craziness, but developing your dance with basics, followed by turns, change of directions, and making the experience smooth for the follow, right? So we make sure that we deliver a smile onto their faces. So then I became very passionate on learning techniques, and also with the years after training for so long, developing my own techniques. And that's why we started talking about our Bachata Sensual fusion, because we follow the fundamentals of the European style, techniques from other Bachata Sensual artists, and also our own techniques that work in social dancing.
I see. So
We're not.
Jessica,
Mhm.
Jessica, how did you meet this guy and why this guy?
So I met Angel social dancing. I see him at like socials in LA, but I think a couple years ago we only danced like 2 years ago. Before I actually knew him, I only danced with him probably like twice.
Yeah.
Um, so I wasn't really looking into becoming like having dancing as my career.
Yeah.
I was gonna be a nurse. The Filipino in me wanted to come out and be a nurse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, so yeah, that was what I was going into. Like that was my original career path. And
Yeah.
then I met Angel, and he was looking for a dance partner or like a couple of dance assistants at the time.
Mm.
So he asked me if I wanted to, be one of his assistants or at least learn and see how we work together.
Right.
So I've always loved dancing, and I originally started off like learning about like ballet, hip hop, and jazz. So in general, I just love dancing, and then I wanted to know more about like different styles of dancing.
Yeah.
So not just one specifically. So I started to learn about like I actually took a class on like ballroom just to know the intro of like waltz and tango
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then eventually I found out, no, I really like bachata. Like bachata is the one I like after like trying the different styles. So that's what caught my attention. So I was going dancing, and that's where I met him. And when he offered me the position, like to learn or to dance dance with him and stuff, and be his assistant and dance partner, I was like, okay, yeah. I mean, why not? Like, I love this style. I
Yeah.
definitely want to know more about it.
Right.
So
Are you
he
guys
was.
doing this full time?
Yes, well, I have other businesses. I have a food
Okay.
catering business, and
Okay.
also I co-organize two festivals in the US. And
That's
then
good.
Jess is also involved in the festivals, and also with the dance company full time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we managed to get her out of her job. We were training
Yeah.
a lot for.
Yeah.
We still train a lot just to make sure that we bring quality to our workshops, and our social dancing still
Yeah.
good for all of the attendees. And yeah, that's what it is.
Um, Now, how many festivals do you organize?
I organize two festivals along with Giuseppe Moore. Uh, so we do Miami Dance Fusion Festival,
Yeah,
that happens in September, the second weekend of September, Labor Day weekend, and then Los Angeles Dance Fusion Festival that happens here in Long Beach, May 13th through the 16th,
that's
which is the
great.
second weekend
And
of
you
May.
guys are involved with the Central movement also in that area, right? Because I know the
Yes.
Central movement in the East Coast.
Oh,
Oh,
She recently got in touch with me or something. I don't know, but I heard they have a big influence there or something. What?
no, we're not involved with Central Movement. I think
Okay.
you're referring to Anna from the East
Yeah, that's her
Coast.
name. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes, yes. Yeah, no, we're not involved with their company. We do our own thing. Pretty much, we're doing our Central Dynasty. That's the name of our company.
Central
Uh,
Dynasty. Okay.
Central Dynasty. Yes, we've been actually doing a little bit more franchising our brand. So we're expanding. We're looking into building some teams now in San Diego and
That's good.
also
Good.
in Colorado.
Yeah.
And then we already have our teams in Arizona and here in Los Angeles. We had a really good response on our seasons. We had a lot of people that were really how do you call it, like
it's
very excited to
excited.
learn
Uh-huh.
from the style, since there is really no classes of bachata sensual in LA. But we were really blessed to have a lot of great people. We met a lot of great individuals, positive people, and we like to keep that. We like to bring that people close to us,
Yeah.
because definitely contributes to bettering the dance scene. You know.
Right. How do you, as dance directors, how do you guys do this when it comes to which festivals to perform at, to attend to? Do you make some type of a rule? It's like, hey guys, well, we're going to San Francisco this year, and that's that. Or hey, anybody wants to go to San Francisco, and then we have a choices here in Las Vegas, we have a choices in Los Angeles. Who wants to go here? Is that much more of your method, or we're going here,
No.
we're going here?
Yeah, we started our team with that concept.
Yeah.
Performance was optional.
Yeah,
Now, after the first season, then we wanted to make sure we bring more people into the festival. So we did a little bit more of a mandatory performance now. We worked the first and second season with just a video at the end of the team season. And you can see that in our Instagram, all the teams performing. And then now on the third season, we are asking for performances. So we put a list, we mapped the list. Our seasons last only 2 months, right? So it's six
Yeah.
training sessions, one video shoot, and one team bonding.
yeah,
So then we map on the syllabus, we map the festivals that are going to be
So we're gonna be
listed, they're going to be
Mhm.
performing. So they get to choose, out of three festivals or four
yeah,
festivals, wherever they can. And then based on that, we decide who we bring, either a ladies team or co-ed team from
yeah.
Arizona or co-ed team from LA
Mhm.
or whatever team, right? And that's how we keep it very simple.
I think I agree with that policy when it comes to performance team, to make it mandatory because the pressure is good for them. Uh, when you don't make it mandatory, as far as, well, wherever you guys want to go, there's no pressure there. The motivation to perfect their technique, to attend the classes, to attend the training, will be missing. At least that's what I've witnessed as a dance director as well, when I used to
Mhm.
organize a team and the other teams I work with. There is not there. You gotta put some type of a deadline or something like, oh, there's the Super Bowl you're gonna attend to. That's your goal. You gotta go there. That's where you're gonna perform. As opposed to, well, if you want to go there, you go there. Otherwise, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Then there's no motivation.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think for us, like, of course, we love having our teams come with us to festivals and join us on stage and stuff. But I think what another thing that we enjoy about doing our teams is not only that, but also growing our social dance community. So even if they don't get to
Yeah.
come and perform with us, we still like seeing them grow, because at the end of the day, that's like what matters to us too. Like,
Okay.
we want to be able to go out and see people growing and dancing at a higher level.
Yeah. You guys have different levels of team. You have you probably have the amateur, you have the beginners, or
Yeah,
you have.
we how we worked our levels. We're starting our classes in March now for social dancer certification. We're just trying
Good,
to
good,
keep the
good, good.
standards high. So we
Yeah,
have three levels now. One, it's the level one. It's fundamentals
yeah.
for Bachata Sensual. The level two, it's called Energy, which will be
Hmm.
more like the intermediate level, but
Hmm.
we do not allow any students unless they take a placement test.
Gotcha.
So we would
There's
like
a
to have,
placement test. I like it.
yes, yes, definitely. We need to see dancers not jumping into intermediate or advanced level classes
Yeah,
without having solid fundamentals and solid knowledge of the history of bachata, right? And the understanding that bachata sensual is just a style, but it's not the main bachata dance itself,
mm,
right?
mm,
So then that's the first goal, to deliver proper information about history of the music, and then followed by the components of bachata, right? Bolero, merengue, son cubano, all the roots, and then the body movement gets in there after learning about the music, because we firmly believe that dancing is expression of the music through the body, right? So without any understanding of the music, there is no expression.
right.
So that's how we work on our foundations. We focus on the guys moving more of their upper body, since mainly we notice that different styles have a little bit more of a stiffness in your upper body for the leads. The leads are
Yeah,
not comfortable or used to moving their body, leading with their body instead of leading with the arms and making the dance rough for the
right,
follow.
right.
Yes, so we focus on that.
What are the five basics of bachata sensual?
So we have different bachata basics. So we have the Madrid step, we have the common box step, we have the mambo step, we have the rompe step, yes, uh, in the side to side, in basic, but
When do you introduce them to
into
body rolls?
well, body rolls, we do it in our foundations since it's part of the top 10 bachata sensual move. We call it onda or waves, yes, and they're born from wave transfer. So we do not use
Yeah,
the arms
yeah.
to do the leading. We do wave
I see that
transfers
a
to
lot.
make, yes. Yeah, so in the top 10 bachata and swal moves, we teach them how to work with some of those moves like body rolls, reverse body rolls, cambres, the snake, serpiente,
Yeah, yeah,
infinities, and all the
yeah.
preparations. Yes, something called caídas or falls. Yeah, so we teach them all of the top 10 bachata moves, which is part of the foundation. So when the intermediate level comes, they know how to connect it, how to execute it properly, still moving the shoulders, leads and follows, connecting properly, and things like that.
Good, good. Now, when it comes to the LA scene, how is that going? I When it comes to California, I think that LA scene probably has the most dancers and social dancers at that. How is that going now?
Yes, LA scene, we notice is pretty big. There's a lot of great social dancers. Yes, definitely we notice the different styles in the dance floor. We don't really see much of the bachata sensual, and that's understandable because there is not really instruction for that in LA. But we see different styles. We have great instructors here in LA, such as Mike Zuniga from rhythmic fusion. He's got his own fusion going on. He's a highly trained dancer, and he's building his army in Orange County. Um, Javier Campines, for example, multiple times world champion. He also has his own fusion going on, and he's also building great dancers. And we like that we have a strong team of instructors with different styles contributing to the scene. We also have Dimitrio, a very knowledgeable instructor. I like that he has a musicality class, for his students. And all of that, I think, adds up to the scene. Of course, we always encourage our students to train with everyone to learn as much of every style that they can, because everyone has different techniques, with their own styles and different experiences that work for the social dancing. you know.
So, if a traditional bachata dancer or a Dominican style dancer wants to take sensual techniques, where do you start the person? Where do you start? Which you're gonna start him from the very beginning of the, because the basic of sensual is very different from traditional, whereas traditional is very compact, whereas the sensual could use the whole dance floor, as you know.
Yes. Yeah, so definitely a traditional bachata dancer. It has really important tools such as music knowledge on bachata, the proper bachata basic steps, according to the original bachata style. And then, yes, first, I
I
think
guess start them off
we will start with the
with
foundations
yeah.
again of bachata sensual because they're two different
Two
styles.
different, yeah, yeah,
We use a lot of weight transfers. We use a lot the ground, the ups and downs as well during our basics, more body
yeah.
movement, more hip movement. Yeah, so definitely every student that we see that is not trained in bachata sensual prior us, we direct them straight to our foundations class.
Do you think, as a dance couple here, do you think, as dance teachers from Sensual, Bachata Sensual, I should say, do you think that there is a great need of students being educated in Bachata Sensual in the United States, at least?
Yes, actually, yes. The Anna has been doing a great job with Central Movement. I feel that she helped a lot the East Coast. There is a lot of of, of that instructors that are prepared, that are highly trained, that do not only stay in their city. There's instructors in the East Coast that travel to Europe, they stay there for 2 3 months, come
Yeah,
back, train, and deliver to their dance scene, which
that's
is
good.
really important,
Yeah,
really
I
important to
agree.
do.
Yeah.
So here in the West Coast, it's a little bit more limited, the resources in terms of education for the European style. However, we noticed that there is a lot of demand and a lot of people with the desire of learning this style. Unfortunately, it's mainly found only at festivals,
That's
or
true. Yeah,
unless they travel.
yeah.
So that's pretty much what we've noticed in the scene in the West Coast. Although, like we said, well, there's amazing dancers, so we still enjoy dancing with everyone. But definitely, the East Coast has a heavier trained dance scene.
Yeah, I think that that's probably one of the things that us promoters needs to concentrate on. I don't like it for a fact that a lot of people wants to dance sensual, bachata sensual, yet they can't perform on the social dancing. The techniques are performed poorly, and therefore the follow are a bit hesitant to
Mhm.
follow or dance with sensual stylists because of the very fact that they might get hurt.
Yes,
And as you know, we've witnessed this social dancers trying to be sensualist, and it just doesn't end up great. And that's why I agree with you guys that there's a great need of a proper training and education when it comes to bachata sensual in United States. And so far, you as a couple, and then the only one couple in LA that I see that are legit. I may not know everyone else, as you know, but in the limited knowledge that I have coming from the traditional bachata community and coming from the promoter side, I've only seen a few of you guys. I haven't seen, well, I've seen a lot of teachers in the United States attempt to teach it, but I know for a fact it's not it.
yes,
They try because everybody learning in YouTube, as you know, and when you're advanced or
that
pro,
is
you know,
that is what hurts your scene.
they try, you know.
Yes,
So that's why it's very important, and I'm glad that you guys trained in Europe and still constantly so. That's a great thing. Is it expensive to train in Europe? Is it some type of a good connection? Are
well,
they
it, it,
picky?
it depends.
Yeah,
It depends. Yes, most of the international artists, our fees are anywhere from $200 per hour up to 450 per hour.
I bet.
So
Yeah,
Yes, so you
Yeah.
can it can get really expensive. Certifications are up to $10,000. You know, some certifications are less. Some are 8,000 euros, 6,000 euros, depending on the course you get. But yes, it is expensive. Luckily
But how
that
intensive is the training, Angel?
it's
Because some people would claim that they have their certificate, but when I see them, I don't know. Was
yeah.
that 4 hour training or what? You know?
Yes.
A lot more than 4 hours.
Yeah, definitely it's a lot more than 4 hours. I think that for the certification at least that
We're
we're
taking
taking, it's over 80 hours of
Wow, that's
training.
great.
Yeah,
I love
that's
it.
just
Yeah,
it worth in classes.
yeah,
But aside of that,
you
the
still have
amount,
to practice, and then
yeah,
there's
that's good.
it's not, you don't just go through the videos and you're done. Like,
yeah.
it's just
And then the most important thing is that the test we
yeah,
will take it
The
in
test.
Spain.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
they make sure that you know, and you're
yeah.
not just, you don't
Okay,
just
see, I'm glad I
review.
made that clear because a lot of people claim that they have certificate and they just went to a freaking festival for a 2 hour workshop and they got certificate. You know what I mean? You know that as a promoter, it's like, what the
But,
hell?
but like you said, it shows on the dancing. So
Yeah,
you know you can't lie about that.
yeah, that's good. That's very good. I'm glad because what do you see? Where do you see Central Bachata? See, this is Christian solo sport, man. Central Bachata. Come on, man. Okay, Bachata. Where do you see Bachata Central in 3 years in the United States?
I think I've been seeing a lot of growth for now. It's been expanding for the past 5 years, really aggressively throughout the world. I can see that as a constant style that is not gonna go away. Probably within the next 10 years, it's gonna stay the same. Probably it's gonna evolve. Different techniques are evolving. But what I noticed is bachata fusion European style, which is a blend of bachata sensual and the use of other dances.
Like Carlos
Uh,
Espinosa. I mean, Carlos Espinosa is
yeah,
known for his
for
sensual, but
example.
he has a lot of moderna techniques there, as you know.
Yes, he actually has a little bit of fusion with banda steps.
Yeah,
You know, I
yeah,
see.
yeah.
We also have Willy Nura from Italy. They have a Dominican bachata fusion.
True. Yeah.
They're amazing artists. And then we also have Darian Sara from Spain. We just recently had a collaboration the past like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
Yeah.
ago,
Yes,
yeah.
we were in San Diego at a festival, and then
That's
we
good.
finally collaborated with them. They have the Bachata Creativa.
Yes.
There's a Dylan Lady. So there is so many fusion artists that are really successful in the industry now. So what I see more of bachata sensual fused with other dances in the next 3 years,
Which is the
definitely.
idea? Which is the idea about dancing anyway? In general, is that eventually somebody learns it, somebody master it, and then they own the techniques, and then they become free. You know, they spread their own wings, and then it make it their own expression as you see it. Which is, you know, whether it's traditional dancing or modern dancing,
Hmm.
it is all the same because if you look at, I don't know, they call it traditional bachata. I do not agree with that term. I call it Dominican
Yeah,
bachata because I don't
I
care
call
if
it just bachata.
yeah, I see it Dominican bachata because it evolved from the traditional already. You already see gazillion of footwork there, and that's not by any
Oh
means
yeah,
traditional, as you know.
yeah, yeah.
So it's like, wait, what is that? You know. So again, I mean, we're gonna end up. I think that debate is almost over, like the traditional part. And so I think
Oh
it's
yeah.
almost over, and I think it's gonna become just bachata.
Yes, people that dance bachata sensual or any other fusions, I think that the goal is to have an understanding that without traditional bachata, we cannot execute the other styles. You
We
know,
appreciate
because we
that.
have to
Yeah.
we have to be like a chameleon while we're dancing, right? So there's parts where you can apply bachata sensual moves, and suddenly we have the beat of the requinto a little bit more
Yes. Yes.
bachata tradicional,
Yes.
traditional, and then we have to switch to the traditional basics, switch to the traditional
Yeah.
footwork and partner work stuff. So I think that's what people need to understand, that you cannot just have a war between traditional and sensual. You need traditional in order to be a great bachata sensual dancer.
What I
And
appreciate now is that with all of the demo that I see now, whether it's in workshop after workshop or just a performance in itself, what I appreciate now is that the central community or the performers or the teachers are now at least acknowledging that traditional part of bachata. It's like, well,
yeah.
this is where it came from, and we pay homage to it. At one time or another, you would see some step there. I was very impressed with Daniel and Desiree's fusion routine. It wasn't really a routine; they were just social dancing, and there were so many traditional there, and then they included sensual there, and the music. Of course, it was Romeo and
Mhm.
Kiko Rodriguez song, which
Mhm.
was like, well, this is perfect, man, and I loved it so much. Now the I like that in the central community that they're learning that and they're acknowledging that. What I wish from the traditional community is that they would know how to dance sensual. Uh, I could honestly claim and say that the central movement knows how to dance traditional if you lead them to. They know. They're good at it. I've seen them. Traditional do not. And so that's one of the things that lacking from the traditional movement. And so if you guys are listening to me, it's about social dancing. Learn everything. That's the best skill you could ever learn from social dancing. I don't ever want to say no to a person who is asking me to dance to a certain slow music, kind of bolero-ish, and I say, I'm sorry, I don't dance that. That's one of the great disappointment in social dancing because as dancers, as teachers, we're supposed to know every style and educate our students. So that's a great thing. Um, Jessica, what is your goal as a dancer? And now that you have a different perspective now because you're partner up with Angel here, and then you're involved with the festivals and all of that stuff. What do you see your future now? Where do you see it?
Well, right now, I honestly am so excited to just keep training and keep growing. And
That's good.
I want to learn from like all the other international artists. Yeah, I just want to be better than I was yesterday. I just want to keep going. That way, keep, we can keep teaching our students more and more. I don't want to just stay where I'm at.
Yeah,
That's why we keep training every day. So, um, yeah, I just want to grow more than I am today.
good. What about you, Angel? What's your vision?
Well, for we're working right now for 2022 on expanding more of our team. So
Mhm.
that is the nearest goal. We're getting a lot of international contracts also for 2022.
That's
We're gonna
good.
be in Egypt. We're gonna be in Sweden. We're gonna be in Spain, in Canada, in Mexico, etc. Teaching, and then also we have contracts in the U.S. About 18 different states for this year. So the goal is to franchise the brand Central Dynasty, and then also delivering our own style. Focusing on helping social dancers to get better on their fundamentals. That's the
That's the
ultimate
key.
goal.
Yeah, that's the
We're
key.
not instructors that focus on crazy patterns. We want to make sure that when you come to our class, a student can actually execute that in their social dancing.
You're more of a realistic type of guy.
Yes.
In a one song of social dancing, you can only apply many moves. Maybe four or five. That's about it. Not all the gazillion of moves that And
Yeah.
so I like that idea, and I'm glad that you guys are coming to the Las Vegas Mega Bachata Festival, where you could impart your knowledge there to our USA students, which is needed, as you know. And so I am much, much more into, when it comes to festival, I am much, much more into educational process
Yeah.
because that's the key there. And so I'm glad you guys are coming there. And um, do you guys have socials every month or in LA at all? You have
No,
one?
we don't host socials because
Okay,
we're either traveling or busy with our teams and
I
training
see.
programs.
Yeah.
But definitely we are trying to get back to social dancing. Slowly trying to keep it safe because we also want to be responsible with the festivals that we have to teach at. We can't get sick, then otherwise we
You can't
won't be able to go to
go.
the festival.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yes, that's pretty much it. I'm really excited for your San Francisco festival because
That's
I
14-year anniversary, man. I mean,
yes, it's coming up.
yeah.
That's easy to say, but not easy to do.
I it's very hard to I have been trying to invite SG for a long time. You know SG Saman from
Hmm.
Turkey. I've been
Yeah.
trying to invite that girl because when it comes to techniques, and I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
talking
she's
about the whole
amazing.
dancing, of course, specifically salsa, as you know, that ever since I've seen her perform that ballet type of thing the first time in the
Oh,
United States, oh my Lord, it's like I want her at my festival. And I finally was able to convince her to come. So I'm
oh,
excited
nice.
about that. Of course, I got Alimana coming in. Uh,
Okay.
Ataka has other commitment in Europe. And so
Hmm.
Alimana said, I'm available, use me. It's like, hell yeah,
Nice.
I don't get to invite them often, but when I do, it's hard for them to say no. And some other people that I think my wife is the one who are inviting talents 80% of the time. SG and Alimane, I was the one who invited them, and so she is announcing it slowly. She doesn't want to make a Marvel Studio type of flyer. She wants
Hmm.
individual flyers there.
Marvel.
She hates that, man. She hates that, and I agree. You know, uh, but that's about. When is your festival? Give me the dates.
Yeah, so the first one, Los Angeles Dance Fusion Festival, happens on May 13th through the 16th. And
Los Angeles Dance Fusion Festival.
Dance Fusion Festival. Yes, you can check the Instagram on dancefusionfestival.com, Dance Fusion Festival, or the page dancefusionfestival.com
Okay.
for more details on the lineup. We also have Miami Dance Fusion Festival, September 1st through the 5th.
Where in
Yes, of this year.
Miami? Are you guys doing it in the centralized
Uh,
location or what?
we doing it in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Yes, very, very close to the Miami area. That's what we name it, Miami Dance Fusion
That's where the
Festival.
activity is. Yeah.
Yes. So same with the Los Angeles Institution Festival. Doesn't happen in Los Angeles. Happens in Long Beach, but
Good. Good.
it's close.
It's all good. It's all good. I mean, I used to do festival at the airport, and that's not considered San Francisco, man.
That's
We
right.
call it San Francisco. Remember San Francisco Salsa Congress? It was located in
Yes.
Oakland.
In Oakland, correct.
Yeah, but,
That's
but
majority
that's
of the
considered
festival.
the area. As you know, Los
Yes.
Angeles area is so big. Miami area is so big,
Yes.
So, what about you? Your Instagram page?
Also, our combined page is Angel, the letter Y, Jess, Bachata, and our personal Instagram, Angel Rodriguez Bachata, and Jessica.
Nicole official is me.
All right, Jessica, what's your favorite Filipino food?
Oh, that's hard. Oh my
Uh-uh,
goodness.
uh-uh. It cannot be
You
balut,
know what?
right?
I like balut. I don't know how. I don't know how you guys. I actually got him to try balut
It's
like a
good.
couple months ago.
I like
Just
the
don't
broth.
Um,
think about it.
I don't think about it.
yeah, I don't know. I like it,
I
but
like
I, I
caldereta.
had I had Junior and Emily try that in the Philippines. Junior was doing good until it crossed his mind he ate an egg with feet. Throw up all over the pool, man. He was
yeah,
doing well until he realized what he did. But we were all drunk by then. But anyway, what about
yeah.
you? What's your favorite Peruvian food, Angel?
That's hard.
Indian.
No,
What?
ceviche. I
Ceviche.
think
Is it
Ceviche.
always is that the majority of Peruanas and Peruanos their favorite is ceviche?
Yeah, so our two main dishes are ceviche and lomo saltado. So
I
that's what
see.
Peruvians are known for.
Yeah,
They call us
yeah.
the potato people. So everything, most of our dishes have potatoes. White rice, but my favorite is ceviche. I think anywhere we go, I have to have ceviche. I like to try different ceviches all around the world, and so far I only found one really good in Arizona.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There
No,
is
that's
if
not true. You like the one in Miami.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
The
actually, there
Miami.
there was one in Miami that was
if you
really
guys
really.
ever go to London, you get invited there. Make sure you go to this Peruvian restaurant. Really great food. The Peruvian restaurant is upstairs. The
Mm.
social dancing is downstairs. Uh,
Oh,
Oh.
I think it was. Uh, I
is it
think it's
called
salsa
Paradise?
bar. I'm not sure if it's salsa bar or it's the other one. Um, I'll let you know when I find out the name. I forgot the name, but
Probably
salsa
it's called
social.
Paradise
Huh?
Restaurant. It's called Paradise
Yeah,
Restaurant.
it's really great Peruvian food, and whenever I go to UK, I'm not impressed with their food, as you know. It's so bland. I'm sorry for my UK friends. The food is not that good, man. Because I am a salty guy. I'm a Filipino guy. Number one, give me rice. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Number two, give me salty food, dude. You know, if 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 your food is not flavorful, give me salt. I'm gonna pour salt there.
Yeah,
And that's the same thing I experienced in London the very first time I went there. And then every time I go there, I would go to different restaurants that are more ethnic, like Peruvian, Cuban, and all of that stuff, because I know I can get the
Mm,
flavor there.
yes.
Yeah, so I'm sure you guys, with the style that you have, the style that you promote, the style that you teach, you'll get invited everywhere because you already know that that style is being sought for now,
Yeah.
which is a good move. And eventually, all of us will be able to have a one social setting where it doesn't have to be a traditional room, it doesn't have to be a central room, that everybody could dance everything in one social room. We used to do it that way, you know. We used to play merengue in a salsa social, yeah. And we used to play cha cha cha. What the hell happened to cha cha cha?
I have no idea.
yeah.
Yeah, but I noticed a decrease on that too.
Yeah, yeah. So,
The merengue is fun too.
yeah. But anyway, it's nice chatting with you guys. I'll try to post this tonight, tag you, and I look forward to working with you in Las Vegas. Other than that, keep safe. More power to you in your dance journey and
Thank
your
you.
dance team. And of course, your goal to spread the Bachata Sensual all over United States, which is needed, in my opinion. So, thank you for the time, guys.
No, thank you for
Thank
inviting
you.
us.
And yeah, thank you for having us. We enjoyed talking to you.
Well,
And
we'll
see
see you.
you
We'll,
all.
we'll, we'll see you soon.
Yes, we see all of the audience at the Mega Congress in Vegas.
Las Vegas. Yeah.
Yes. So
All
don't
right.
miss out,
All right,
guys.
brother. Good to see you for
Thank
you.
you. Peace out.